It's noon. Welcome to Noon Bytes, a pause for prayer from the Temple of Light Center for Spiritual Living, Kingston, Jamaica. Our reading is from John 16, a part of verse 15. It says, "All things that the Father hath are mine. All things that the Father hath are mine." We should continually look to the perfect law of liberty, and by following its precepts, we shall be blessed in our deeds. This means that we should keep our eyes single or centered on spirit, which is eternal and embraces all good. We often wonder why we are so limited and too frequently place the blame for our limitation upon the will of God. This is only a trick we play upon ourselves in ignorance of the true facts. What are the true facts? Limitation is not placed upon us by God, but through our own ignorance of the great freedom that God has bestowed upon us. That great freedom, because where the Spirit of God is, there is liberty. And because God is, we are. Yes, each one of us, a center of God consciousness. So we have the liberty of speaking the word that manifests our desires. A word that is dominant in our thought pattern. A word that acknowledges that the only power, the only presence is God. A word that acknowledges that where God is, there can only be good. So we open our hearts and minds now in prayer and affirm that truth. Oh, and we know that we are immersed in that eternal sea of abundance where everything for our highest good flows in us, as us, around us, above us. All nature gives evidence of the richness of this abundant supply of good that is forever channeling its way through each one of us for expression. We are expressions of God, therefore, we are now open to the rivers of good that flow through our lives to bless our existence. So we open our hearts now. We celebrate that truth that we are provided for by that all sufficiency of grace. And we affirm together that the grace of God is sufficient for me. The grace of God is sufficient for me. And we know that that grace provides perfect health. It provides loving relationships. It provides any good thing we can dream of. It is ours. And we say yes. Yes to that all sufficiency of grace which provides for me. I release my word to Lord, giving thanks that all this is so. And so it is. So, what is our affirmation? The all sufficiency of grace provides for me. The all sufficiency of grace provides for me. Have a wonderful, love filled, joy filled day.